If someone would like to start with AI, everyone is choosing NVIDIA, but very often, let's say NVIDIA Jetson will be too expensive for end application, and anyhow, customers will use like 5-10% of the computing power.
Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond the Bench podcast. We have a really exciting guest for you today, Robert Otręba from Grinn Global, founder and CEO. Edge AI is a lot of hype right now, and there's a lot of focus on it, and vision is moving very, very fast to the edge. What are you seeing from your customer use cases where somebody really needs to have an integrated NPU?
It's mainly around applications with cameras, compute fusion with from different sources, different type of sensors. Instead of relying on the cloud communication, we can make the processing on the device, and it's opening the new possibilities for different type of applications.
Tell me about Synaptics. Why did you take a bet on Synaptics? What's exciting about them?
I think that it's
Hi everybody, welcome to Beyond the Bench, where we discuss taking hardware through production and the stories along the way. My name is Bill Brock, CEO of Peridio, the ecosystem for building and maintaining advanced embedded products.
Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond the Bench podcast, Hardware Stories That Matter. We have a really exciting guest for you today, Robert Otręba from Grinn Global, founder and CEO. Robert, thank you for coming on the show.
hello.
So before we get into it, I'm sure I brutalized your name. You're Polish. You've built a really impressive company there. How do we actually pronounce your name?
Otręba. So I know that this is
Otręba.
pretty hard, but that's why this Otręba works pretty well.
These Southern guys have a hard time with European accents, or at least replicating them. But really excited to have you on. And Grinn, you've been around for a while. So we were talking before the show, and I was asking about your history. This is it. So you've been doing this for how long?
Almost 18 years. So in March, there
Oh
will
my
be
God.
18 years of, yeah. So my career history, it's pretty boring, I would say, because there is a green and nothing else.
So how did you get started? What was the motivation? Tell us about the company. Like, what was the origin story?
Yeah, so we started Grinn together with my business partner, Lucas. I think that I believe this was the last year of our study time. And we've
So
been
you started out of
thinking,
school, right out of college?
yes, right after. And
Were you a hardware engineer
s-
or electrical engineer? What was your
yes, I'm
background?
electrical engineer. So by my background, so sometime in the past, I was also designing some PCBs, writing code.
Okay.
Yeah, and up till now, I'm trying to be on the top with latest technology. So yeah, it helps me a lot.
Yeah. And so what was like the very first product you guys built?
Uh, that time, yes, I still remember this. This was the project that we offered to make for the company that was trying to hire me as an engineer. And I offered them,
Okay.
instead of hiring me, why not to make this project a little bit differently, so we can take it as a first design win for Grinn.
Uh-huh.
And this was the industrial controller with some I believe there were a few industrial interfaces, digital
Mm-hmm.
analog IOs, and this device was connected with cloud over Ethernet. So that time it was pretty new, let's say, idea, I would say.
And so were you focused on the hardware aspect or the software aspect? Like what was the real innovative proposition at this point?
Yeah, so we started Grinn as a typical electronics design house. So we've been focusing both on hardware combined with firmware, embedded software. And later on, let's say we started also doing our system on modules to
Mm-hmm.
speed up the development process for our customers. So yeah, I can tell a little bit more about this if you would be interested.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this very first product, industrial controls, sounds a lot like an IoT application. People were
Yes.
probably not calling it IoT at the time.
No, not at all. M2M, this was the proper name for this type of products. But yes, but I can say that Grinn is in IoT from 18 years already.
Yeah. You guys, kind of cut your teeth in this new phase of development. And so do you remember what the processor was on that board and like what the capabilities were?
This was one of the first the Cortex ARM core, and this was the Luminar Micro company that was not existing anymore. It was acquired by Texas Instruments.
And so you and your college friend said we can win this design, and you like showed them the design. Did you take it to manufacture, or was it just, hey, we're going to do the PCB design and then we hand it off?
Yeah, so let's say not only design the hardware, but also we write the firmware on this device, integrated with the cloud of this company, and also we started the production process. So also made the certification. So this was like a full blown development from initial idea, making a concept block and taking it from block diagram to real schematic, choosing the real technologies, making everything end to end, and helping customer with the production. And this is, I think, part of our DNA. That it's up till now we can. This is our advantage, that we don't need the real specification from most of our customers. We can, from the discussion, we could really make it happen.
And how many units did that one get to? Do you remember?
This was not a high volume product. I believe that it was a little bit more than few thousand units. Yeah.
And so you're straight out of college, you're selling to a big company to do a few thousand units. How did you convince them that they should take a bet on you instead of bringing it in-house?
I still wondering how how this happened, but yeah, somehow it was possible.
Yeah, yeah. And so you were more focused on the design. So the actual manufacturing of that, you said you took them to production. Was that
Mhm.
you started to building out those capabilities at that point, the actual like hardware manufacturing piece, or did you have like a contract partner locally, something like that?
It was the contract manufacturing partner, but this was very hard lesson, to be honest, because we started just from the study time. We started the company without almost any experience, practical
Yeah.
experience. So we've been learning by doing in practice everything at the beginning. So this was very tough time, because of course with that time we were not aware that something like delay could could happen
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
in the project, that I don't know, there could be some problem with components, with soldering and so on. But what is nice that we solved all the issues. This was a painful process, but it gave us let's say very big lesson for the future, and for future of our work, how we should work together, and how we should build a company. Because this was also the time when, once we finished the project, we realized that it's hard to make projects and work on new customers and new design wins. So at some point we had to took the decision what will be our role in the company, that we have to start hiring the people, we have to be more oriented on this business side and trying to find new work for Grinn.
Yeah. And so what was it like getting customers 2, 3, 4, 5 from there?
Yeah, this was I think that word of mouth, it was the the best, let's say, solution that time, because of course no one knew the company Grinn, but we had friends from let's say from the industry that that recommended us. So every design win was creating the new opportunity with the new customer. And of course over the time there were different chances to win, or also to lose some opportunities, but we never gave up, and we've been always trying to push company forward.
And so when did you start doing the hardware actual production in-house? So the first version of this was outsourced, and you saw a lot of delay issues, a lot of challenges. When did you say, "Hey, we're going to start to really invest"? And I'm not actually sure how much you do in like in-house versus lean on partners now, but when did you start bringing this in?
Yeah, so even right now we don't have large production capabilities. It's mainly for prototypes and
Okay.
for lower series production, because we decided that we would like to be mainly involved in creating the technology and to team up with the companies that can be the best in manufacturing. So right now our production equipment is mainly to bring the prototypes faster and to give us additional capabilities for making the production, and also to better understand the production process. So even if we are not production company ourselves, it really helps us a lot to make the devices that and the constructions that could be really producible.
And so to the audience who maybe not be totally aware of this, what is a system on module, and when did you start investing in designing those?
Yeah, so our really first system on module, I believe it was like we designed it around 10 years ago, even before. But we've been not investing in any marketing or in any distribution of this module. So this was mainly let's say, we created few modules, and our idea was to only embed them into our own designs and work with, let's say, with close partners to
Just like
support them. Yes,
efficiency wise, like, hey, we know
yes.
we need these components. We're going to do this so we can get to second base much faster.
Yes, but let's say let's say even with such approach, we've been able to sell our first system on module. We are still producing it. We are still delivering this to customer, which is exciting after such many years. We never made any end of life for our customer through few redesign process, but still pin to pin compatible. We sold more than 150,000 units, selling it only in Poland, only for, let's say, those customers that
Wow.
made the design in. So this proves for us that we can make it really in scale, in volume,
Yeah.
and this is like the potential on our side that we should start using it somehow, reusing this. And the idea about creating the really diving in professionally into system on modules pop up in our mind around 2 years ago. But we come up to the market with something that time was pretty new. So all our system on modules, new let's say families, are
Mm-hmm.
dedicated for edge AI type of applications.
Sure. Yeah.
So
And you work across, what are the chips that you support on your system on modules?
yeah, so currently we are working with 3 partners. 2 of them are already available on our webpage. So this is the Synaptics, and currently we have 2 products based on their processors, and there is also MediaTek, where we have also right now 2 products, and we are working, let's say, with those 2 manufacturers to grow our portfolio in close relationship. And there is a third one. I don't want to maybe announce it yet, but this will come pretty soon because we already have the product ready. We haven't launched it yet officially, so very soon there will be a lot of noise also around this solution.
Amazing. And so Synaptics and MediaTek, deep history and consumer electronics. Where are you seeing those chips being applied over the next 5 years? Why are you taking a bet on those platforms?
Yeah, this was one of the reason why we very early in their process also started the discussion with them, because we saw that, say, both of those companies are coming, as we told, from consumer space, but they had they entered the industrial market with those new products family. And what is nice that both in case of Synaptics and MediaTek, this is a combination of not only ARM cores, but it's also they are equipped with very advanced NPUs, integrated NPUs. So these are perfect platforms that could be dedicated for edge AI type of applications. So we thought, okay, if it will be early in this stage, we could win more market with engaging with such partners, especially that they have something unique right now
Yeah.
that they are bringing to the market. So we believe strongly in their strategy, in their portfolio, and we would like to be part of their success.
And
And I
you're the
think that
bridge.
what we are making, we are, let's say, helping also, because let's say those are quite complicated platforms. So bringing
Yeah.
system on modules, single board computers based on such advanced solutions make even more sense for us, for our customers, and for their customers.
And what are the edge AI is a lot of hype right now, and there's a lot of
Mhm.
focus on it, and vision is moving very, very fast to the edge.
Mhm.
What are you seeing from your customer use cases where somebody really needs to have an integrated NPU?
Mhm. Yeah, so as you told, it's mainly around applications with cameras.
Yeah.
That's for sure. This is like a dominant type of applications. For sure, there is also a need of making some fusion. Compute fusion with from different sources, different type of sensors, not only cameras but also sound, different type of sensors. And I think that especially the what is the main benefit is that instead of relying on the communication and cloud communication, you can make the processing on the device without losing the time, without relying on the communication. So this could be a, let's say, it's opening the new possibilities for different type of applications.
Are there any applications or customer examples that you can share?
Yes, so maybe without telling the name, because this is still some early stage processes, but right now one of our system on module was selected by a big industrial player, and main reason was that we are European manufacturer, so everything that we are doing is designed and also produced in Poland, which is quite unique, I would say, here. And so we see this trend, and also we made this very advanced system on module in the smallest form factor, so they could really make the small industrial camera using benefiting like there would be no benefit going into chip down design from their perspective, because we made everything on this small system on module. It's fitting directly into their integrated camera with the depth recognition. So they need more computing power, also some AI capabilities to make more than just encoding video from the camera and streaming it over Ethernet or different type of communication, but there need to be done quite a lot of computing on the device.
And is the use case security, factory line automation, or is this just a camera company and they're then selling it to their customers? What's the like end customer and the
It's
final use case?
yeah. So final use case, it will be industrial camera, mainly for different, let's say, very often combined with robotics.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
everywhere we need not only the, let's say, the vision, but also information about the depth. This will be the perfect use case.
And how involved are you on the software side
Mhm.
of that application? So these chips are very involved, lots of different
Mhm.
processors, lots of logic. Are you helping them align on, hey, this is the actual like vision model that will perform best on this? How do you work with them, or is it more like these are the capabilities and then you hand it to the
Mhm.
customer?
Yeah, in this particular project, we first of all we started the discussion about around our system on module. Later on, they ask us also if we have the capabilities to help them with making the PCB design of the carrier
Okay.
board. We told, okay, we can support this. Still, we are the user. Let's say we have a lot of capabilities here. Then also it turned out that they need more than just an SDK, because they would like to adopt really the solution into their application. So we made all the low layer stuff, so providing them the dedicated SDK for their application, and our customers taking care about making the application layer on the product.
Okay. And what is the do you know what the AI runtime is that's running on the device? Are they doing like Executorch or YOLO or anything on that level? Are you engaged on that? I'm really curious.
We are not engaged. I'm not the right person for this question. I was not involved such deep with that, but there are some specific models that the customer is creating. So I don't think that this is in this particular case this is YOLO. But we have also other projects in the let's say in the pipeline, and that we are, let's say, right now either discussing with customers or already they are implementing some algorithms. And definitely YOLO, people object recognition, I don't know, different type of those more standard applications. Definitely it's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, I feel like just 3-4 years ago we were talking about edge AI and computer vision on the edge, and there was a lot of back and forth on is it worth it? Is it really justified? Can we not just do this in the cloud? And it just feels like that's not even a conversation anymore. It feels like there's everywhere you look, there's new AI enabled cameras coming online. Cameras are selling like crazy. They're getting put into the high end GPU NVIDIA devices, and then also like low, like 1-2 tops devices. And doing this processing on the edge is just what people need. It's not even a conversation anymore. It's just like, yeah, how are you going to, yeah, every silicon vendor has an integrated solution. Like, yeah, it doesn't even feel like it's an issue anymore. It's just now we're building cameras with AI in them, period.
Yes, and I think that this will be also this edge AI will bring us new, really different new interfaces into the devices, because everyone right now used to discuss, for example, with ChatGPT or other language models. I think that very soon we'll have the first consumer devices that instead of, I don't know, clicking something on the display or turning the knobs, we'll just discuss with the with the devices, which
Yeah.
is kind of crazy. But I think that we are heading into this reality pretty soon.
So Tell me about the team
Yeah, but
composition at
also I
Grinn.
think
Go
that
ahead. Yeah.
let's say telling a little bit more about this Edge AI. Yeah, I think that there are type of application when we can rely on cloud. We can rely on the connectivity, but very often there is a question: what will happen if there will be, I don't know, breakdown, or I don't know,
Totally.
just a period of time when there will be no connectivity, and the application can rely on this, or there is no connectivity at all. What will happen then? So this is one of the advantages that, for example, combining this Edge AI platform. So let's say this is our Synaptics module. We can bring this on the single board computer,
Mhm.
make the whole processing of the device, and if there is no connectivity, for example, we can add small module that maybe doesn't have let's say big capabilities in case of how many data we can send through, but it could work with the satellite communications. We have also cooperation with Skylo, for example, so we can solve the
Really?
problem on the edge and then transfer just the meaningful information as a text message over UDP, just a few bytes that, I don't know, something happened, I don't know, some animal was detected. Such many cars go through the road, and I know that, for example, connectivity is not an issue, let's say, not such big issue in Europe, but in such big country like US, or I don't know, Australia, there is really no connectivity in many places, and why not to make the infrastructure that could make something solve some problem completely without connectivity?
There's also just huge security issues and deployment challenges. So when you're looking to sell your camera into a Volkswagen factory or whatever, they're like, I don't want you on my network. Volkswagen might be like the biggest like wrong example, but like even a mid-tier enterprise, they have like really strict policies and processes, and they want you just to do the thing on the device or talk to another network. They don't want to have the security issues. And so yeah, I see a lot of use cases where people need to just have their own private network back to the cloud or cellular or satellite, etc. Yeah, it makes total sense. Tell me about Synaptics. Why did you take a bet on Synaptics? What's exciting about them?
Uh, I think that it's really their offer is very well adjusted into what is trending on the market. I know that maybe for many customers they are not known from the industrial space, but it's they are combining really powerful ARM cores with very innovative NPUs. So especially in this new product that they just released a few weeks ago, SL2610, it's a nice combination of two Cortex A55 with one TOPS NPU, but very powerful, really nice tools for creating the models, deploying them on the hardware, let's say creating the end application. So I really see that they are made very well good strategic moves, investing into this strategy, because it's like existing solutions from other vendors, I would say, with really nice add-on on the top with very price competitive advantage also.
And so why would you tell you have a customer,
Mhm,
they're evaluating a couple options, and you're an
mhm,
integration house. You could probably bring in other chips if they so
mhm.
needed. But why would you say Synaptics versus NXP, for instance, for an industrial? NXP's been around forever in industrial, huge market lead, et cetera. Where is Synaptics going to lead here and catch up?
I don't want to tell to any bad word for NXP, of course, but
Oh,
I
we
would
love
say that,
NXP. Yeah,
yeah,
NXP is
but I would say that
fantastic.
this
Yeah.
is like a IMX platform with really nice NPU integrated. So and also with very price competitive advantage to NXP.
And so they did a partnership with the Google. Was it the Google Coral? Did I
Yes,
make this up?
yes.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
processor on there. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and I really think that especially this platform, it could mess up on the existing market.
Well, I'm excited to see that. I've been tracking Synaptics closely. They seem like a really great team, and that they're
Mhm.
working really hard to differentiate right now. Been tracking the 2600 launch closely. The 2610 is out, right? Are there any others that you're excited about that are coming in that series?
Yeah, the 2610. This is definitely the right choice for more low end type of applications, but still that requires some NPU. But of course, this which we done our first system on module, so SL1680, so most powerful, uh, can really provide enough computing power even for many NVIDIA Jetson users, because typically right now if someone would like to start with AI, typically this is the first choice. Everyone is choosing NVIDIA, but very often NVIDIA, of course, it's a great company. They have great solution, but very often it's, let's say, NVIDIA Jetson will be too expensive for an application, and anyhow customers will use like 5-10% of the computing power that it brings. So that for such type of application, SL1680 could be a great, and our module could be a great trade-offs, where you can
Yeah.
have run the application on the very let's say way lower power with enough computing power, and also provide a lot of edge AI capabilities.
And what's the performance on that device, on that SOM?
It's a Ford Cortex A73 core
Okay.
plus 8 TOPS NPU.
8 TOPS NPU. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And so that's competitive with the Nano, the Jetson Nano, is that right? Or the
Uh,
NX is like a little higher
yeah,
than that,
Jetson
right?
Nano will still have, let's say, way more, let's say, TOPS, I would say, but
Mhm.
yeah, for many applications, it's more than enough, to be honest. 8 TOPS,
Yeah.
it's really powerful machine.
Yeah. And I find a lot of folks on the NVIDIA stack are not thinking about it often as an embedded application. It's more like developer board, figure it out, get the AI in the field, test it out. But when you're wanting to go to actual tens of thousands of devices, now cost is a real concern, and reproducibility and all of that. And so, yeah, this seems to be a really nice offering.
Yeah, so exactly this type of customers we are targeting as a customer. So let's say everyone that is starting with NVIDIA and would like to switch into something that will be more affordable and more suited into making the embedded device smaller one, more adjusted to the market, then it's a perfect customer for our product.
Have you ever thought about doing complete camera solutions with like turnkey enablement, the actual building like the final product?
We made even a reference design based on Synaptics SL1680. It's even available on our webpage. It's a We name it as a evaluation kit. So, but this in practice, this is a smart camera reference design. So it's a design that some customers can get for free, schematics, PCB layout, and all the measurements that we've done. But this is a power over Ethernet connected board with HDMI output, for that. It's perfect for debugging, and it's also equipped with MIPI camera interfaces. So either on board that can be snapped in, or using the Raspberry Pi standard connector for cameras. And we have also few other ideas, but rather we will make it as a reference designs to showcase how easy it's to switch from our reference boards, and using the advantage of ready-made system on module, how fast they could move into making really final product, at least from the hardware point of view. From the software point of view, taking the advantage of ready-made SDK, and also could be a good starting point.
Nice. That's awesome. I actually did not realize that. I'll have to check that product out. That's cool.
And there will be more that will come, because I'm telling to everyone that we just started, so we are yeah.
I believe it. I mean, cameras are crazy right now, and we've been
Mhm.
working on some integrated Jetson cameras. I have a friend who's done one on an IMX series processor, and
Mhm.
it just seems like with vision being everything right now, and we've had a lot of conversations with NVIDIA. I mean, they say physical AI is perception plus action, but really, like, all robotics starts with cameras. And so
Mhm.
with robotics being this huge growing market right now, it starts with being able to perceive the world around you and process that quickly if you want to act on it. I mean, there's no chance you're going to have a robot. Well, not say no chance, but like, I'm not going to rely on my robot to have an active internet connection. 1 gig up,
Yeah.
1 gig, low latency. It just doesn't work. So,
Yes.
so tell me a little bit more about Grinn, the company. So how many
Mhm.
people work there? What are your core concentrations? More
Mhm.
firmware, more hardware? How do you think about that from a
Mhm.
headcount standpoint?
Yeah. So we are more than 70 people currently. All our engineers are working from office space. So we have two offices in Poland, in two cities. Uh, For sure, from the beginning of our company, there was a very big hardware spirit. So this is one of our core competence. So we know really how to design everything from high-speed circuits up to battery-powered systems, and also this IoT. So we know a lot about, from the software and hardware point of view, about antennas and different type of wireless connectivity. But we are making both firmware and embedded software. So definitely embedded Linux, working with Yocto, with Zephyr operating system on microcontrollers. This is something that we are really strong in. Right now, of course, adding the products into our portfolio, we are, let's say, creating like two divisions, one more related to system on modules and taking care about helping customers to that they could use our products as efficient as possible, as easy as possible. And of course, but we are still continuing, and we will continue to help our customers to make the designs. But also we are really keen and open to work with other design houses that would like to use our system on modules.
I really appreciate where you guys sit. I've done a lot of hardware software work in my life, and we were more on the design house side, and we would need the hardware partners to actually be able to scale. And so I wish that I'd known you 7 years ago. I know you now. We're going to work together, but I wish that I'd known you 7 years ago, because that would have helped us out quite a lot. And it's funny, and in the States, I think our technology development very much leads towards like the leading R&D in the pure software space. And there's good hardware engineers in the US. I'm not going to say they're not, so I don't want to throw shade there. But when you go to Europe and you go to embedded world in Europe, and you're like, man, this is where the action is. This is where all the people are. Otto came out of Germany, and Poland has a huge concentration of fantastic people. And yeah, it's really interesting just what a global industry this is, and where the true pockets of talent are. And it's very global application stack. I mean, you need to have the AI. A lot of that's coming out of the US, and now more in Europe as well, but then the embedded concentration, and then the silicon's coming out of Asia or whatever. And I never know who or where I'm talking to at what time of day. If it's going to be day, night, whatever, calls it 5 a.m. or night at night. It's a wild
Same
space.
here, same
Yeah.
here. To be honest, taking calls, having customers across the globe, this is challenging, but also it brings fun. Yeah, so even if we are in Europe, we have customers in US. This is also quite important market for us to also for the future, and especially with our products.
Yeah. So what is the one sentence summary on why somebody should reach out to Grinn Global? What's the core pitch? What are you going to leave the audience with?
Yeah, core pitch. We are making hard, let's say, complex things easy for our customers. So this is definitely the pitch for our system on modules and SBCs, but definitely the time to market. If someone is interested to bring the ready-made solution faster and would like to have a one-stop shop almost partner that can make both hardware and understand software, can bring this, and also can cooperate with mechanical designers, other software vendors, the working in partnerships, and this is our core value.
Well, Robert, it was so much fun having you on the show. We didn't talk much about our time together in Embedded World last week, but it was really a pleasure to meet you in person and get some time over drinks and conference floor. But yeah, thank you so much. And if anybody needs some amazing design services and a path to production, please reach out to Robert. They're going to crush it. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you again really soon.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everybody. Just a quick reminder, this podcast is presented by Peridio, the ecosystem for building and maintaining advanced embedded products.